And we're back live on Friday Night SmackDown. This is a qualifying match to enter the Money in the Bank contract match 3 weeks from tomorrow in Las Vegas at Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and this is physical as advertised. And Sheamus with a Alabama slam to McIntyre. Sheamus looking to advance to Money in the Bank and a kick out by Drew.
That had to be the largest Alabama slam in the history. And it's happening in Louisiana. These two massive men have been trying to beat the hell out of each other for the last 9 minutes straight. No end in sight for these two.
Both men understand what's at stake. An opportunity to qualify for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match, which could change your career with a win. Sheamus knows all about that as McIntyre looks to rally. Drops Sheamus with a couple of clotheslines as the Rabid Butch looks on. Whoa, what a throw by McIntyre.
This is the type of zone that Drew McIntyre can get into that nobody on earth can touch him.
Another belly to belly, sending Sheamus across the ring. McIntyre with a neck breaker.
Watch this. Look at this. Oh. Yep.
And a kick up by McIntyre.
A human that large is not supposed to be able to do the things that Drew McIntyre can do.
Now again, turns his attention to Sheamus. Back into the corner. Sheamus catches him with an elbow.
Sheamus outsmarting Drew, outquicking Drew, but
McIntyre. Here's the jackknife cover off the spine buster and a kick out at 2 by Sheamus. McIntyre continuing to glance up at the briefcase that contains the contract. Cash in any place, any time over a year period if you win for a championship opportunity. Ooh, and a headbutt by Sheamus. Oh, and let's go kiss by McIntyre.
Baton Rouge squarely in the corner of Drew McIntyre. Sheamus doesn't care.
Oh, and a DDT future shock. That's out of Drew McIntyre's playbook and a kick out at 2. Sheamus tried to beat McIntyre, padded his own game here.
Future shock set him up perfectly for it. This is Sheamus and Drew knowing each other inside out.
And McIntyre barely kicking out. And Sheamus, 270-pounder up to the top rope. Doesn't do this often, but when he does, it has been effective. But McIntyre beats him to the punch.
Hitting each other simultaneously. Both these men have no idea what to do but throw punches at each other.
They're brawlers, born and bred.
500 and some pounds.
McIntyre with Sheamus up on his shoulders.
What is he think? No way!
My goodness, that's out of Sheamus's playbook now.
White noise!
Off White Noise! And Sheamus at 2. White Noise from the second rope.
You have to think that Drew McIntyre felt the force of his own move and said, Sheamus,
boom, right on the mat.
I have to deliver your white noise to you.
And again, watch the impact.
The Big D.
Sheamus calls McIntyre Little D. However, Drew McIntyre is set to send Sheamus to Claymore country, but Sheamus caught him with a running knee. Is it enough as he falls into the cover to qualify and a kick out by McIntyre at 2?
How did Sheamus find the strength to deliver a picture-perfect knee to the mouth? Bang! Staring down the barrel of Claymore County. Money in the Bank briefcase hangs ahead.
McIntyre wrapping up his birthday week, Pat. What a birthday gift it would be if he could survive Sheamus tonight to qualify for Money in the Bank.
I'm certainly happy that he came into this world.
And now Sheamus looking for the bro kick. He's got McIntyre where he wants him, but McIntyre! Jackknife cover again on Sheamus. Off the counter. Sheamus at 2. Another near fall.
Power bomb from Drew McIntyre to Sheamus. Jackknife cover. Not enough to finish this thing.
Watch the impact. the back of Sheamus.
The amount of mutual friends these two dudes have. The
And
bragging rights.
and now Butch is involved. He ran into a Claymore. But Sheamus sending McIntyre over the top rope. Butch isn't even involved in this matchup, and
That's what the Brawling Brutes do. They show up for each other even if it's completely illegal. What the hell is Sheamus doing?
Sheamus off the top rope, taking out McIntyre right here in front of our announce table. Referee Dan Engler now at a count of 3.
Who will be able to go back home and say, I beat the hell out of the other?
Belly to belly onto the floor.
For a chance to get into Money in the Bank.
And now McIntyre launching the timekeeper's area. The referee is now at a count of 6.
Well, slow down the count.
Count of 7 now as McIntyre and Sheamus. Sheamus now with a chair.
Sheamus was going to grab the chair. He's going to get DQ'd.
McIntyre thwarts that, and now the official has to call for the bell.
On who?
A lot of leniency with the Butch situation, but now as both men use chairs, and the fight is not over. McIntyre and Sheamus
my God.
onto the announce table. Who the hell? Did anybody qualify?
Hustle, loyalty, respect. Let's go. 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. The champ is here. You want some? Come get some.
Still no order here on Friday Night SmackDown. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre have been fighting throughout the entire commercial break. A double disqualification ended their Money in the Bank qualifying matchup. And Sheamus and McIntyre, Pat, have been beating the hell out of each other.
They absolutely have. All over everything.
Bad blood still lingering between these two superstars. Butch back into the fray again. Officials out here trying to separate these two men.
Oh! The little psychopath. Butch just got dumped.
And McIntyre slammed into the announce table by Sheamus, who's now sent out into the WWE Universe. I mean, obviously, Pat, no one qualified, right? As this brawl continues out into the arena here in Baton Rouge.
And both of them disqualified for hitting each other at the same time with a chair. None of that means anything right now. These two want to ruin each other.
There's a half dozen men trying to separate Sheamus and McIntyre. More than that, close to a dozen as Sheamus breaks free again. And the fight continues.
I mean, there's almost a perfect breakup there. Sheamus comes back and swings again.
And finally some separation as McIntyre makes his way back to the ringside area. Sheamus, a scowl on his face, staring down at McIntyre.
This is like when two silverbacks end up in the same sanctuary. Who's the alpha? These two want to know now.
And we're going to have to find out how they're going to handle the situation about Money in the Bank as well. And finally, McIntyre and Sheamus are separated. But quite the scene here tonight between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, just like this past Monday night on Raw. Quite the scene between Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes.